Good morning, class. In today's session, we will see the representation of array using abstract data type here. So, first going to this representation, first see what is an ADT or abstract data type. It is defined as a type or a class which is for objects which represents its behavior, and it has been defined by using the set of values and the operations what we are using. That one means the data structures, means the data what we have been evolving in the processing, and also the set of operations we have been defined for that one has to be used by this abstract data type here. So here we mention only the operations what we are going to perform on that one, means we are not been implementing any processing for that ADT. And if you have been using the ADT, so here it not necessary to specify, or it is not means a constraint to mention that how the data will be organized into the memory space when we are using this one. And also implementing of these operations or the execution or accessing of that one will be hidden from that processing. Means what are the operations we are using on that one, what are the algorithms or any processing implement, any other implementation dependent view what you are using will be means considered as a hidden one. Okay, now in this representation we are using array concept for means for defining by using the abstract data type. And what is the structure of your abstract data type? What you are using here is it will have the application program, and it will connect to the, or it will provide an interface to connect or the to access the details or the processing of this ADT which is been storing. ADT consists of the data structures and the operations, which is the operations will be, means the functions what we are using will be public or the private here. And what type of the data structures it is been supporting here is it is taking the arrays and the linked list in that function. So you can make the an array presentation of the data or the linked list representation of the data. These functions what we are using will access the data elements which are being used for their means implementation. And there is no any application program has no any details about what it is been performing, how it is been performing here. So we need to give the data, or we need to access this model by calling or by presenting any execution implementation. And after that what it is doing is it is any details which has been specified for this implementation data implementation one will be hidden one. That is a, we can specify that it is a abstract representation one. And coming to this array, how we are going to specify it is an ADT here is we are using a template for the processing of these ADT representation, and the index what we are using for that one has to be specified here also, because the index one for the ADT, sorry, for the array is an important one. So here the array what we are using is being specified as a collection of the homogeneous elements what we are having, and it is being taking only the elements which are having the same behavior. And these behaviors what we are using will be sorry will the elements what we are using will be accessed by their respective index values what we are using. So how many data types it will be supported, means any primitive data type what you have been using for the declaration or the that is using for the usage of the array will be allowed here. And how we are going to create, or how we are going to specify it as an abstract data structure, yes, we are using the array which is a capital A, and then next the small space array data structure presentation to implement it as a array data structure which is using for the ADT. And here we have the pair of values which indicates the value specification. The value what we are using will be associated with the index what we are means where it is being stored. So the pair of the values what we are using is specified as a, in the angular brackets, the pair it is index comma value, and the condition here should be no two pairs have the set have the same index. It is not saying that we can't store the a same value at different indexes here. What happens here is, so it is not allowed to take the same index for the processing. For example, yeah, having the 0 index comma 1, you may take the 1 index as a 1. It will be allowed. You want to store the same value into that one, it will be allowed here. But what it is doing, we may not allow the same index value to be stored with the different value or the same value. So here, if we are writing this one, what happens here is, it is not allowed one, but what happens here is, this value what we are using will be replaced by the second value here. Means here, if you are storing this one, so what is the first value? 1. And what is the second value? It is 1. Okay. And after this, after that one, what we have done? We represented another pair. Then it will be vanished. And at the place of this one, we are having the another value, that is 2. So it will be deleted or it will be discarded from that one. It will be updated with the new value here. If you are writing the same value, then what happen? Means you may not see the difference here. 1 comma 1. If you are using the same value, we may not see the difference. Why? Because 1 has been replaced by 1 only. Then there is no such problematic constraint here. When we deal with the same values here. So when you are trying to store the another value, what happens here? It allows you to not to access this one, because it loses its value here. So the value what to be here at the second position should be 1, but what happens here is it should be represented by the 1. So if you are having multiple values here, the multiple values has to be stored in the respective indices what you are having. Okay. And coming to the next one, if you want to update the value, then this will be allowed, but this pair what we are using should be updated after the insertion of that one. While inserting, we are not giving these values into this processing. So that these are the important or the aspects of the arrays we are having. So we can perform the, and by using an array, we can perform creation. Getting an element means accessing an element from the list. Set an element means storing the element into that one. Insert an element means here what we are performing means here the set an element here is, this is the example, previous one. What I done here, used 1 comma 1. Actually the place has to be having the value which is 1, but what happens here, we used in another pair to replace the value. So here set an element means it uses the insertion operation only, but the insertion operation will be done on the already existed element. So at the existed place here, so this place will be occupied by the new element or the new value here. The old value what you are doing will be automatically deleted and it will be stored in that place here. That is a set and value. And coming to the next one, that is a insert and value here is, so this value what you are doing, what you have to represent here is, when we are taking an elements into that one, if your pair has the same index, means what you are being specified as a same index. So what it is doing, it has to move the elements to the next one. Means here, let me write this. Zero comma 1, 1 comma 5, 2 comma 8, 3, 9, 4, 6. Okay. Now I am using again 2, 2, some 7. Okay. Here, initially the values will be in the order 5, 8, and then 9, 6, and 7. Sorry, that's all. So how many values are there? 1, 5, 8, 9, 6. Okay. Next value has to be inserted. So inserting an element is different from the set an element. If you use the set an element here, what happens here is, see, try to write the same 1, 5, 8, 9, and 6. Let it be set an element 2, 7. So what is the second position? This one. This one will be the second position. So what I have to do? I need to discard this one and I need to place a new value at this position. So that is a 7, which is a set example. And coming to the next one, insertion. So if you want to add a pair, which is of the form index comma value, as it is index is 2, the value is 7, which is an existing to this array, and it is having the same index or not, if you want to see that one. So here it is also using a same index value at this one, and it is having the value which is 8 here. And what happens here is, just move all the points, all these one to this next one. Means here 1, there will be no change at these first two values. Where I need to insert at this position, I need to insert. So I inserted the values here. So if I insert the value directly away, what happens here is it needs to replace the value which is been existing here. So what it is doing is, this has to be, first it has to be move all the values to next position. So the next position is, let me specify it as a 7. Next position is 8 and 9 and 6 here. After that, insert at that element at the given index. Okay, the given index we need to insert. By that, what happens here is, we won't lose the data which is the existing one, and what you have to do is nothing but we will allow you to insert at any place here. So when compared with this one, set and then insert element, the set element is losing the values what we have been choosing at this position, and coming to this one, it is somehow hard to implement here. Why so? Here is, first we need to move the places of that one. We need to move means we need to make these one to change, to shift to right side. Yes, now it should be shifted to right side here. So here, and from here to here, and from here to here. Okay, and now see, at this position, means at this place we are pointing, there lies an empty place or not, or empty subscript area or not, we need to see. If you just provided array size is equals to, the size of an array is equals to 5 here, means how many elements it is taking? It will be allowed to take the 5 elements only. So what happens here? This one what you are providing will not be existed for the insertion of that one. So here we should make sure that when we are dealing with this type of the operations, there should be the space for that one. Means the memory space what we are using, it should not be accurate here. It should be more than the elements what we are inserting. Means all the time we can't say that we will insert only one value. So most of the time what you are doing is, if you are using 4 values for that processing, means sometimes we miss the processing. Sometimes we miss the elements to be inserted. So what happens here is, other than getting, or other than starting the insertion from the again execution starting point. What you are doing, just I want to continue the insertion operation here only, means giving the elements into that one. So what happens here is we can call this method, we are writing this method. In this method what you have to do is nothing but we need to move all the element spaces here. So how I am going to move here is index space has to be read here, where I am going to current element what you are going to insert into the value has to read the index space here. The index space what you have been read, that is 2, means already existed one, if there is an element here, means that see here any that is the subscript value or index value 2 is having the element or not. As it is having the element here, what it has to do is nothing but it has to move to the element what we are using at this position, a of I, that is equals to a of my I, means a of 2 is equals to 8. A of 2 has to be moved to the a of I plus plus, that is a I plus 1, that is a considered as a 3. A of I plus 1, this one third one has to be moved to the fourth one has to be moved to the position fifth one. Yes, no? So first made these operations to be done. So first we need to take the temporary value. This temporary value has to be noted, the value what it is been residing. So we need to move to this places. From where we need to move to this one here is, first start from this one, fourth, let's go for the last one here. So this one has to be moved with this position, means all these elements are there, any elements are there at this position, what is the endpoint, all these things we need to read. From that what it has to do, using the some temporary variables, we will keep moving on that one. So here the problem here is keep moving on that one. If it is for the only one element, then it is not a problem here, one or two elements, it will be no problem for that one. And you are taking more than, means half of the elements for that processing, it will be easy, or it will make you ease to take these insertion, or to take this process start from this means initial state. If you are in the middle of that one, you are taking some inserting of that elements, what happens here is one or two all be allowed. So if you are making some more insertions here is, we need to make a more insertion elements, means keep moving these elements to the right side and make an empty space where it is been asking. Okay, and these operations has to be performed on multiple data, there is multiple values here. So here this means this will be the wastage of the time and the space here. So if it is been for small, means if you say that one or two, it will be allowed for that processing. Why we are using such representation is, when we are giving the not only the values, when we are giving the means processing for the sorting or anything, the data to be in this form, the format here is, whenever we misses one value there, what happens here is, other than giving this elements, or other than processing from the initial state, just I need to write this method. So whenever we are calling this method, what happens here is, it will be inserted at its own position. Then the order will be the same. You will be performing on the same element here. Removing an element means, next one is removing an element. So we will specify the index here. At this index, whatever the value it is, it will be removed from that array here. And coming to the next one is, by using an array, we can search for an element. How we are going to search for an element here is, enter, we need to give the element what you are been searching here. So here the searching means we need to give the, whether it is having that element, it will display the element found, or it will display the element there itself only. If not, means it will also display the index value also, index value along with the value. And if not, what has is, we can specify it as a element not found. So here it is found, the index will be specified. The displaying of the elements means whatever the elements we have been entered into the one, we have been displaying all the elements which is been using the for loop for the continuous processing. So displaying the attributes of an array means, what is the subscript we are using, the addressing spaces, whatever it is we are performed here. Sorting means, yeah, you have seen multiple examples for the sorting, bubble sort, selection sort, and this, all these examples has been using the array only for representation of these sorting features here. And coming to the array processing of that one. So when how we are going to write that one here is by using the ADT representation. That means we are describing the side one as an abstract data structure, and it is using the data structure name is array with the capital letter A here. First, we need to define the data structures, means the data elements what we are using, and the operations here, and also any other, means any other, if you want to describe, you can describe that one. What is an important aspect of this array is it is being considered as a set of index and value. So what are the constraints here is, the constraints here can be specified is no two pairs has the same index. If you are giving the same index here, what happens here, it allows you to the data will be replaced by the second one, means the second index, second value what you have been passed for this index here. And coming to the data structures what we are using, it is an A is an array which is using the type what you have been declared at the calling, means the type here is not a static one. I mean, it should be integer, float, char. Okay, but we are not describing the array should be integer or a float or anything. The user can describe the type of an array while the processing this ADT, and the size has to be mentioned here. And the array is what you are using is it's a pointer which is been specified with the letter, that is a name of an array is small a. And what are the operations here we are seeing is, first we need to create an array. So here in this one, if you are creating an array, means it has to be initialized with the 0, means you can give the 0 as that one. Of if not, what it is doing is it will be creating an empty array which is of the size you represented. If you want to pass the values to that one, make it as a set. Set has been used. If you want to make this insert, will be insert, means insert can be used here. So initially we don't have any values now, that's why we are using the set of I comma v. If you want to make any changes to that one, it will be processed there. And coming to the next one is, whatever the inserted values has to be accessed one. So accessing will be done by the method that is get of I. I means here what the value we are been, means index what given will be displayed here. The value what it is been residing at the index will be displayed here. If you are searching for that one, we need to give the value. V stands for the value ma. I in the above, I is for the index. Okay, so the value which is been residing at the index will be get by the I. If you are searching for the any value, will go for the search of V. And you want to display the all the elements what you are having for the means in your array, we can use the display method here. Okay, and how we are writing, means how we are implementing this one, or just see first one here is the, we need to declare all the operations what we are using in the template representation. So the template is a class which is a capital T. In this array, we are using an array of the type which is being mentioned while processing that creation of that array, and the size has to be taken. The size has to be read here. The size will be passed to this operations we are using. Here we are using 5 such operations to perform this one. And coming to the first one, creating an array by using the template representations. So here I need to pass the array size here. There is no need to mention any elements or any that one. Create of int s. So here I need to pass a value that is as a parameter for that one. Whatever the value have been passed for that one will be taken as a size of that array. So here a is equals to, we are creating the new representation, that is a new object has been used for creating a new array which is of the size 8 here, sorry, s here. And then next size is being mentioned with the s here. If you see, if we are using the size here, so this will be affected, means whatever the size we are using in this creation will be affected with the remaining programs what we are using. If we use this one, A1 is an object which has been created for that class. If we are using the create method of that A, it is creating an array of size 8. Array is being started from the 0. It is a that is a default one, 0 to 7. N minus 1 is to be considered. And this is the array which is point to this one. If you want to specify, create an array and just take these values to the null array, means it has to be used by this 0 values, means what happens is it will be creating the array which is having the values, or the value here is 0. First we need to create an empty array, that's why we just mentioned the size here. After creating an array, we need to insert the elements into that one. For that we are using setting an element. The set an element means we need to pass index comma value to that one. Okay, so first we need to represent index here. Index will be the integer, always it is an integer, and what are the values we are giving here will be the specifying the data type of the array here. The values what we are passing are integers here. And what is the size here? We mentioned earlier it is a 8 here. So what happens, whatever the data you are giving will be included into that one. So the first one here is, we are taking, first the call we are placing here is 0, 18. At the 0th place, we need to mention 18 here, 0, 18. So first, what is the value have been passed here? We need to see. So the value passed here is 0, 18. So the first value is being specified as a I is equals to 0, V is equals to 18. Okay. Now see how it is going to check. First, the value I has to be substituted in the place of that one, 0 less than size, which is 8. If it is yes, what happens here? A of I means what is the value I here at present? A of 0 has to be stored with the V. V value means 18. Okay. Next value, let it be. We took the value 25. I is equals to, if you want to, this is not a loop like structure, ma. We are inserting each and every time we are calling this one. We are inserting each and every value here. And V is equals to 25. Now see, what is the condition now? I means 1 less than 8. As it is less than 8, then what happens here? A of 1 is equals to 25. Okay. Now let it be 8, 7. Okay. Now I is equals to, what is the I value here? I is equals to 8, V is equals to 7. How it is going to process here? I less than size. Size value is 8 here. It is false. What happens? Then it has to specify array out of bound. Okay. So here the value is no. What happens? It won't get into this one. It will get into this, which one? Else part. It will let you to execute from else part here. So what is the else part here? Just simply print the value. Print, that is cout means prints array out of bound here. Okay. So setting the value here is we are using same values, means at the initial step. If it is for the another one, means here I'm taking the value which is a 0 comma 17. We check the value here. Let me write I is equals to 0 comma v is equals to 17. Okay. We are checking whether it is less than size or not. That's all. Whether it is having the value or not, we won't consider all these things here. So what is the value here? A of 0 is equals to 17. Okay. Now, after processing, this value what we are been using will be replaced by the value 17. Okay. So that's a set one. At the initial stage, there is no any problem for that processing because all the places are empty. So then there will be no there is action of replacing or the updating the values which are already existing one. And what happens here? It is like the insertion of the elements only. But when we are dealing with this same index value, means it is also having some value at that one. What happens here? It should be replaced by that processing. If not, what happens here is, for example, if not, what happens here is this one what we are using is being stored in 18. Sorry, in the in subscript 1, and the remaining will be shifted to that one if it is insertion. If you remember what is the insertion is saying, insertion means let me found any value is there or not. As it is having the value, what happens here? You need to stop the insertion there. What I have to do? I need to take a replacement of this, no, shifting of that one here. After that, what I have to do? I need to place the value there. I need to shift that one. After that, I need to place that value in that processing. Okay. So that is a setting here. In this examples, what we do, set 0 comma 18 at the 0th place we are inserting 18. Next 1 comma 25 at the first index. At the first index we are using 25. At the third index we are second index we are using the elements 11. So that is a setting. Getting an element means how can get the element from that is, if you want to get the data any index here is, you can specify index there. If not, what happens here is just you can write a for loop there. Just simply it will specify for how many elements you want to access. Not all the elements, how many elements you want to access will be displayed there. So here we need to process an element and a parameter to that one. The parameter should be the index value here. Okay. And this index value what you are doing will be substituted here. It will return the specified value. So here get of 1 means the 1 is having the value 25 and the 5 won't specify means it won't return any value. It may return the garbage or it may return the any other representation because it is not been assigned till now. So that is a getting an element. If you want to search an element here, what you are going to do, we need to go for this I value is been checking for this equals to means that value what you have been searching will be presented at that index or not we are searching. So what it is doing, it is been providing that I am going for the searching 18. 18 means it has to search for the a of I is equals to v or not. A of I means a of 0. 0 is equals to a of 0 is equals to 18. 18 is equals to 18 means then what it has to return the index and go for the next one. The next one here is we may say that 13 is there or not. A1 dot search of 13. So we need to compare with a of 0. No, it is not there. No, go for the a of 1, a of 2, and we have been reached for the end of that one. What happens here is it will specify that no value has been there, means object not found. So else what it is doing, it returns -1 for the processing. If you want to display the elements of that one, simply write a for loop for that processing, and we need to display all the elements what we are having. So from where we need to display here it is a 0 based index now. So what happens here, it should start with the I equals to 0 and I should be less than size, or you may specify less than or equals to size minus 1. So for at each and every indication means at each and every displaying of an element, we should be specifying the iteration and it stop the processing. And then next it go for the next iteration. How many elements we are having? We are having 3 such elements there. So it will displays all the elements what we are having in that one. So how many elements are there? All will be displayed in that representation. So that's about the array basic operations we are using to, which has been represented by the abstract data type. Thank you.